And as the cars accelerate up towards the line, race 2 of Fanatec GT World Challenge Europe, powered by AWS Sprint Cup, is go, and a very good start is made by Matteo Drudi from pole position, but Marcello jumps ahead of Niederhauser to go second as they dive down towards turn 1. They run wide over the curb, but it's going to be Audi, Mercedes, Audi, Marcello with a really good getaway up into second place.
Yeah, and look at Maxime Martin popping out as well, trying to make up a little bit of ground, but that was opportunistic and well considered by Marcello. He got a jump on Patrick Niederhauser. I don't know why he was slightly slower away than the other front row car. That was Matteo Drudi, but now streaming down this long, slightly curving back straight. And look down, one BMW goes round the outside of a Porsche. I mean, just either that was just the aerodynamic draft, or maybe there's some more performance from BMW that we haven't seen so far this weekend.
That was Van Thorp. The start is under investigation as Niederhauser drops back then behind Marcello. He's got Maxime Martin behind him, so a good getaway by Martin, wasn't it, from the 4th row to 4th place? And that means that Van Meulen has dropped back, Hauser has dropped back, and the cars come then through turn 7. Really fast part of the circuit this. You see further back the McDonald's back BMW, the Jean-Baptiste Simonard, Thomas Neubauer entry in the thick of the battle, and a spin there. One of the Boots and VDS Audis goes around.
Yeah, so it's got tagged from the rear, just automatically going to spin. Oh, in fact, 3 cars. Oh, dear me, look at the mess.
Car,
oh, that's going to be certainly a localized yellow flag, probably more than that. And on top of which there'll be a whole load of carbon fiber on the racetrack that will need to be cleared away to ensure. Oh, again, Lamborghini running wide coming into the stadium.
Here we go. Have a look at the Boots and VDS Audi first of all. The second of them, because it gets turned around on the left-hand side of the screen. And then also spinning was Everard, and he gets done head-on by Kropinski. Really had nowhere to go.
Speed of car 40 at the start is reported to the steward.
So the pole position car, Matteo Drudi, perceived to have been too fast before the green light, I think is what that translates to. Green flag on the start line. We are good to go once more then. And Audi, Mercedes, Audi, BMW, Ferrari, Audi, Porsche, BMW, Audi, Lamborghini is the way they come through in the top 10. Drudi to Marcello, 0.4 of a second as they dive through turn 1. And Marcello knows this is a golden chance with the cars all bunched up to have a stab at the race leader. Yeah, no, it's going to be earlier than later by the looks of things now, especially when tires are still in a relatively fresh condition. And what Marcello's going to try and do is push Matteo Drudi to the very limit of what the Italian driver can do in his Audi, and he's gaining, but not sufficiently. Will maybe get alongside just as they come in the brake zone, but I doubt he'll be far enough ahead to sweep. All he can try and do is go around, but he even missed the opportunity for the undercut. But in reality, he was too committed to make the undercut be a viable move. Now what can he do at 7? He's not able to get up the inside, so the next target is going to be the left at turn 8. Goes wide in, he needs to slow it, duck up the inside, doors opened, but is he going to be able to get level with the Audi? He needs the drive off the corner, and Drudi's able to repel the challenge.
Yes, and just watching what the Audi did and up and alongside, so that took 3 corners. He planned that, he worked it out, and he got it completed successfully. So Raffaele Marcello has done an excellent job getting through.
DeFalco is 9th leading gold, and 10th leading silver is the blue Lamborghini of Maximilian Paul. That's for 3rd. That's Niederhauser versus Martin, and then nose to tail.
Yeah, and Maxime Martin has been inspirational since the lights went out, and again, getting himself close to the back of the Audi. Niederhauser's got no answer really, and that's just that sheer straight line performance. And I don't know what's changed between the BMWs from yesterday and here this afternoon, but it looks as if they've done something that's giving them additional straight line performance.
And Marcello has done the fastest lap of the race as further back in the pack, Nicholas Bart, number 12, goes through. And you can also see number 111 of Dean McDonald getting involved in the battles as the cars come up towards the end of the lap. Finlay Hutchison's in the mix as well in the other Comptiou Audi. So over the line they go. Nicholas Bart, Yuki Namoto, then Dean McDonald, then Finlay Hutchison. Hutchison goes through, in fact, on the inside line there, diving into turn 1. So moves through ahead of the McLaren, goes after his teammate at the start of car number 40. He's now confirmed as being under investigation.
Yes, I mean, the 2 cars should have been side by side. Now, is that the responsibility of the pole sitter, or is it the responsibility of Patrick Niederhauser? I don't know why. I mean, I don't know how they judge the speed, whatever the delta speed has been established that they have to follow. But certainly, Patrick Niederhauser and the left side of the grid were running at a different pace to those on the right.
Martin's in early, though. So Maxime Martin in straight away to give way to Rossi.
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
But look, the team are looking at the numbers, and they might say, well, look, if we keep them out, we're going to go into traffic that's already made their pit stops on fresher rubber than we're running on, so we may actually end up being slightly worse off. So Valentino Rossi gets in, helped by his co-mate. Both, in fact, WRT BMWs are in. So Charles Fayett's replacing Dries van Thor. Dries van Thor runs away from the back of the BMW. And a little bit, which is going to move. So the 32's overtaking the 46 in the pits. That was easy.
Wasn't it? That was a good stop, though, by the number 32 team. There is, of course, that pit stop competition for the mechanics. And number 32, the red BMW, leapfrogs the 46 blue and yellow, now Valentino Rossi car behind Charles Weerts.
Drudy is in, Vermeulen is also in, so there is the 40. Ricardo Feller just serving the 5 seconds before you can touch the car. 5 seconds, like 5 hours. Now the door open. Gets Drudy in, gets Ricardo Feller. How much damage is that 5-second penalty going to do to overall positions for the 40?
And away now goes Ricardo Feller. And he's going to slot into this battle, but where? Behind Leggeret, behind Van Thor, behind Rossi. Let's find out as they dive through turn 1. Wait to see the Audi come out of the pit lane. He's going to be behind 1, 2, 3, all of them. He drops back behind. So there is the damage done with that penalty.
And there is Marcello in, so he comes in with about a lap and a bit to spare, but that's the time the team have chosen to come in. Had a 6.1 advantage over second base Patrick Niederhauser.
Now on that tracker map, as Marcello comes into the pit lane, you can see the best of the pit stoppers there. Number 11, that's Lucas Leggeret. So he's coming now up towards the short straight that links the arena to the stadium. And so can that Mercedes, with Boguslavski at the wheel, rejoin ahead of this car? It's going to be tight because there's the stadium to go and then that long pit straight.
Yes, and of course, Timo Boguslavski has not been in his car since last night, and he's going to have to get up to speed literally at the exit of the pit lane. There is the 11 Audi coming through, so Lucas Leggeret, you might believe that it's all beginning to swing towards the favour of the 11 Audi at this point. So has the Mercedes begun to roll yet or not? At least the Mercedes is at the end of the pit lane, so it's a short run through that right-hand curve before he gets back on track. But I think the 11 is good. There's the Mercedes just leaving the pit lane. So Leggeret has got the lead. No, it's the Audi. That's an Audi. Where's the Mercedes?
It has left the pit lane.
It has left the pit lane, good.
So I think it's kept its lead. Up into second will be Leggeret, and third, Erwin Bastar in that blue Audi.
Here we are riding aboard the team of Boguslavski.
Copy. 5-second time penalty to car 18 and 27, disrespecting track limits. 5 seconds added to the final racing time.
Well, one of those cars, 27's out of the race anyway. You saw the frustration by Boguslavski. He just could not get through the traffic.
No, I mean, look, the hand goes up and he's reading the race, looking forward. Further down the road, he wants to get past the Lamborghini, which he successfully managed to achieve. Now he's got the the Mercedes, the Rima Jamal car. She's not in it anymore. She'll be Fabian Schiller. And that'll not be an easy pass, because Fabian Schiller is probably more than able to match the pace of Timo Boguslavski. Oh, look at that. Look at Charles Weerts. The car, absolute four-wheel slide. Feller thinks there's a chance. Valentino runs wide, but the car will drop down on the Audi as they go through this sequence of 12, 13, 14, and then into the final two curves of 16 and 17. Feller looking, and he's got alongside and he's got up the inside, and also Albert Costa trying to make it two cars around the 46 in the space of three corners, and job done.
So Ricardo Feller applies the pressure, bit of rubbing between Ferrari and BMW, but Costa gets ahead of Rossi as well. Valentino will be really frustrated with that. Now, as the Mercedes comes up to turn 6, let's listen.
I lost from here. What did you lost? What did you lost? Front gear. Okay, try to do your best,
So lost third gear, I think, is what Timo Boguslavski was saying. And although he's got this 7-second advantage, let's see whether he can drive round the problem. But it is now starting to matter, because the last lap he did was a 1:41.5 as against a 1:39.9. So 7 seconds has become 5.7. All of a sudden, Leggeret has a chance again.
Feller takes the high line, maybe looking for an undercut as the transition between, there we go, got it done, yes, no, yes.
Nicely done.
Yeah, I mean, that's textbook.
And there, off the road, looks like being Nikolai Schiergaard's McLaren, and it is. Right, here you go. This is, oh, now it's sideways into shot. Was there a tag? Possibly. But Nikolai Schiergaard tries to control the slide. Everything locked up, John.
Yeah, I mean, when you lock up your wheels, then you're just going to slide. The tyres just become, I mean, they need to be rotating to help the slow down process. The front's clearly locked. There must be a lot of front braking on that McLaren, whereas the rears are rotating without any problem whatsoever.
Checkered flag awaits, and it is going to be for Timo Bogoslawski and Raffaele Marciello, a third victory of the season as they come through in Sprint Cup. Win number 3 for the Akkodis ASP Mercedes. Timo Bogoslawski, Raffaele Marciello win at Hockenheim. Second is going to be Lucas Legeret and Christopher Hauser. Good result there, best of the year ahead of Erwin Bastar and Patrick Niederhauser. Their best. And fourth, Riccardo Feller and Mathieu Drudi. So this is the race result then. Timo Bogoslawski and Raffaele Marciello, the winners, ahead of Lucas Legeret and Christopher Hauser. Then Erwin Bastar and Patrick Niederhauser in third. Fourth to Riccardo Feller and Mathieu Drudi after the penalty at the pit stop. Then Charles Weerts and Dries van Thor fending off Albert Costa and Thierry Vermeulen's Ferrari. Seventh to Valentino Rossi and Maxime Martin, the best Porsche. Eighth, Adrian Delina and Christian Engelhardt from Jordan Pepper and from Pereira. 10th, the winning gold, Aurelian Panis and Alberto Di Folco. 14th, the winning silver, Alex Alka and Lorenzo Petresi. And 19th, the winning bronze, Sebastian Bode and Hubert Hout. And so with the national anthem of the winning team played, Pirelli caps back on for the photographs, and next there will be the trophies to be presented in the reverse order. So Markus Zettler, the Lord Mayor of Hockenheim, comes onto the podium to hand the trophies to Erwin Bastar, and then to Patrick Niederhauser, overall winner last year. Another of the overall winners last year, Lucas Legeret. At the other end of the podium is there with Christopher Hauser, the evergreen Christopher Hauser, and one of a number of Audi drivers who must be wondering what the future holds for him now.
Yes, it's going to be a long winter, I suspect, for many of these drivers who have enjoyed long-time association with the Audi brand. And where will seats be available, and will those drivers be the drivers that teams are looking for?
Indeed so. Well, if you wanted a Mercedes driver, look for Raffaele Marciello, wouldn't you? And Timo Bogoslawski gets better and better every season. Timo, I think, is trying to avoid being saturated by the champagne, but he can't run away just yet because there are photographs. Jerome Policon has a rather evil glint in his eyes. He picks up the bottle ready to attack his drivers. And now Timo Bogoslawski is not in the mood to play, is he?